we are going to upgrade this X-Shot Longshot Pro with Longshot spring. So they are compatible. This is a 9 kilogram one. I bought this from Blastertech, and yeah, these have come in. They've got the 14 kilogram spring as well, and I think it goes all the way up to 22 kilograms. But I don't know why you would put one in this, but hey, why not? If you can, and you can reinforce it. But for now, we're going to put a 9 kilogram. What I've already done is I've unscrewed all the bits here, so we're going to set these aside. And I've already upgraded the spring on this one, but I had to use my old Alpha Trooper spring, so I've done a double spring config here. So yeah, so we're gonna see how this looks like. So this is the worker. This is the worker spring. This is the long shot. Yeah, the Nerf Longshot, not the X-Shot one, but it does seem to fit. It's gonna 9 kilograms. Yeah, it's gonna have some pre-compression, but it's gonna be nice and solid. We're expecting around 200 FPS on this after, so I'm just gonna take this out. I'll put this in here so you're confused. And even the Longshot had the previous Nerf Longshot had the O-ring here, so I'll have a look and see which O-ring I'll have. We're not going to use the catch spring here, we don't need it. But we can have a look at this one. The reason I got this out, just a side note, for those who want to take it out, you don't have to cut this off. If you're going to keep it, there is a way. See that screw? I'll have to unscrew it, and then kind of push your thumb here and pull, and then that will come off, and then you can take this ring off if you don't want to cut it off. So yeah, that's an option for you guys, but that's what I did on my one. I didn't want to cut it off. Yeah, so this the collet here, or the barrel thing, comes off. The muzzle comes off, so that comes off easily. You don't have to take this off when you're disassembling it as well. The front priming handle, not necessary. So push that down, this whole thing will come up, and then you can change the spring that way. Now I suspect there might be a bit of flex when I take this out. Yeah, the original spring is the one inside. This was my Alpha Trooper one, so I can put it back in my Alpha Trooper. This was the original Alpha Trooper, the one with the what do you call this? The reverse plunger tube. So that's why it's thicker than the normal ones. Oh, not thicker. Should I say the diameter is wider? And yeah, so we're gonna compare. This one here is very squishy. This shoots 6 FPS. I suspect this spring here is probably 3 kilogram spring, or 2.5. But yeah, I like this 9 kilogram spring. Like, yeah, it's pretty tough. And this one here, if I believe, is a 5 kilogram. So the 3 and 5, you know, just had to combine them. Previously like that, but now I have spare springs again, and we'll install this one. And just for funsies, we're going to see if this one can. We're going to see if this O-ring will fit here. Let's see if it does give it a tighter seal. Because right now it is a bit loose. I don't think it'll fit, or it might be too tight for it. So we're gonna, sorry, I don't think it'll fit. Like, it's big, but it's not that big. It's not bigger than what we have here. So just for a size comparison, guys. Yeah, we won't be able to use this one. Like, the difference is big difference. So you can just keep that now for spare parts. What I am going to do, because it is a stronger spring, I'll probably I'm kind of in the mood to put Teflon tape to give it a bit of better seal. So I'm going to do that now. And FYI, that O-ring, maybe I might use that O-ring. That O-ring is a lot tighter than this one here. So on that end, but it has to be because that has to stay put. You're not supposed to be actually moving that one, so it will be tied up. I'm out of Teflon tape, so I'm out actually. I still had some left over. So guys, the other trick we can do, not exactly what I had planned, but it will work. We can use, I've got a set of O-rings here. We can use a thinner one. So put a O-ring and a thinner, smaller O-ring inside. Now I got a 12 here. It is a lot thinner. We should be able to 12.5. So we'll try this one instead. So again, I don't want it too thick. I just want it, nice and thin. And see if we can get that to work. But again, that's going to be very tricky. So the trick on this one was I'm going to use that notch here, and you're going to see this go white, which is okay. We just want it to become like a thin layer for it. There we go. So it's nice and thinned out. And then we're going to put that over this. We don't even need to lubricate that part. And then if we take out the barrel, and we put it, there we go, nice and tight. Oh wow, that's a nice, very, very tight, which is good. We're going to put the barrel back in. So for everyone at home, we're going to measure this barrel so we all know how. Look, I'm going to replace this eventually. Anyway, so we've got the bamboos. So we'll just see how that works. I've got a few here. Yeah, there you go. Went straight through. That was the bamboo dart. So we just see the seal. As you see, it just goes straight through, and it comes out. So yeah, that's the reason why. And we'll try these worker ones that are not bamboo. So these are much better. Oh no, it still comes out. So yeah, it's not as tight the inner diameter. So that's the reason why I will change this eventually. And as I promised, sorry guys, kept rambling. Let's check the thing for this. So anyone wanting to replace this? This is a exactly 30. Well, no, it's not. It's 34. It's 34 centimeters. So there you go. That is the length of this one here. Most people will probably go 40 up to 45, but I personally have a 45 available. I have a 45 one there, so we'll see how that goes with the 45 millimeter one. The only reason why I can't do it is because there's that little lip there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a little lip there that doesn't allow me to go further. So again, I'm going to get a 3D printed part of this. And yeah, that'd be great if I can get a 3D printed part, because I can't be bothered to cut that lip off. It's stopping it from going further. Or maybe I can, but for now, no. I'd rather keep this original part. If I wanted to go back to stock, I can easily do that. But with stock parts, let's see how we go. So this is, warning guys, this is all lubricated, the barrel here. So I use, here in Australia we use the Inox MX6. So I've already lubed this up before, so I don't think I need to do it again. I shouldn't have to do it again. Still some left over here, so from before. So this is pretty good stuff. It doesn't just dry up. Anyway, we'll put this back in. Remove this. We'll put this back in. As long as I've got a good seal, that's already half the battle. So I put this here. Actually, we can put this last. Let's put this last. Let's focus on the barrel. The barrel will go in. There's an O-ring there. Like, I don't know if you guys would be able to see, but there is an O-ring there to keep this nice and snug. And you just pop it in as much as you can, and then I give it a good twist just to be sure it is nice and snug. Then we put this on next. Make sure that's sealed. Oh, nice, very nice. That's coming off there, so we don't want that to come off. That's a nice. We've got the spring there. Nice to fit, and again, as far as I can tell, it is the same, almost the same diameter. This one's a little bit more thicker, but it does fit. The important thing is it fits here at the end. It can work. So next we pop this in here. This is going to be a tricky part. It's a stronger spring, so let's see how it does when I pull this. Oh, wait. So good. Get rid of that. So we're going to pull this. There we go. Make sure that goes in. Make sure that's all lined up. And this part just needs to line up there. So it's not much of a bend, which is good. You can handle it. They've done their physics on that using triangles to make it more sturdy. Out of that sells the Saber version, metal version of this. So if you're going to put in a much stronger spring, highly recommend probably using that. But for now, I'm not going to use a stronger spring. I'm happy with the one I've got here, the 9 kilogram. Yeah, this one's pretty tight. Doesn't feel like it's any good anyway. Put the front part back on. Oh, wait, I think I got it the other way around. There we go. Now put this all back in. We gotta make sure this part here lines up. There we go. That's why I wasn't going. So that part lines up. And this part needs to line up here too. So how do we do that? And just making sure all this lines up. And we'll feel it. There we go. So that part, there's a notch here that will line up. There's a little place here that will line up as well. Everything will just line up. or should just line up. So making sure that's nice and tight there. And it's still smooth. So that's a moving part. I'll put a bit of, I didn't notice that last time, but I will put a bit of grease here. So when it does prime, it's as smooth as possible. And I put some grease on this roller as well previously, so that would just help keep everything, all the moving parts that need to move. Yeah, there we go. Making sure that's all there. That part is here, this one's all good. So this will catch onto that. So we need to make sure that's all aligned. We just need to make sure that's all lined up. And if it is, that's good. It makes that's gonna make things much easier for us as well. No, that should be it. There's just no metal parts for this yet, I guess. All I was thinking is the little catch here, but only probably if you're going to use it. If you're going to use, you know, 3 more stronger springs like the 14 kilogram ones. Put that one here, pop it in. It fits like a charm. This part here always comes out, so don't worry about that as long as you've got it initially aligned. This is all lined up here. Yep, I'm happy with that. I am happy with this here. There shouldn't be an issue. It's all lined up here. That's all lined up. That's all lined up. I can pop the handle back on, and we can start putting this back together again. Hey guys, we're back. All the screws have been put back on. So I haven't tried priming this, so we're going to try prime it now. Oh, it's a bit of a, prime's a bit harder, but it's not too bad. Put my pinky in, and see the seal. Oh, that's pretty good. And the seal's good because it's going very slowly. You can barely see it creeping. And yeah, that's, I put in that extra O-ring earlier. It's a very tight one, but I reckon if you just shoot it straight, it's a very, very strong, it's very good. Actually, it's just a very strong, I feel the air pressure, it's very strong air pressure. You can put the, and in all the videos, I only discovered this myself, but before watching other videos as well, I was testing the, you can put, this came from my worker Swift, so, or anyone who has any of them worker PCARs, plastic cars, they do fit in here, so it's a perfect fit if you want this option for a PCAR. Eventually I'm going to buy that collet here that you can screw on and have a longer barrel, but for now, yeah, I'm happy with this. I'll check the FPS numbers, and then we can go from there, and we'll see the yeah, we'll check the FPS on this one in the next part.